The Race Equality Foundation and Learning Disability England have been working with people with a learning disability and carers. We want to help more people know about annual health checks and the difference that they can make. In this video, people from our co-production group talk about their experiences of annual health checks.
People with a learning disability often have worse physical and mental health than other people. To try to help people have better health, the NHS provides annual health checks for people with learning disabilities, and annual health check can help people with a learning disability to stay well and find any problems early. People with a learning disability from Black, Asian and minoritised ethnic communities can find it harder to get an annual health check. There is research that shows people with a learning disability from Black, Asian and minoritised ethnic backgrounds often have worse health or might die younger than other people with learning disabilities.
It's important to go and get checked out, because you could have a problem and you hide it, and then they could end up being really poorly and then you go down there.
What is an annual health check?
The annual health check is an opportunity to actually see the patient in person and to do the pretty standard checks: your height, your weight, your BMI, check your BP.
A blood test if you need one, and just asking you questions like what medication you're on.
If you've got asthma, which I do, they check asthma and stuff like that.
We have diabetes in our family. So again, it's an annual checkup to see if there's anything else that the GP may be able to pick up at a very early stage.
Sometimes Jenny do a blood test. I like her.
Makes us very welcome. She asks how he is, how I am. And then, if anything's changed or, if there's any concerns. And I think I tend to have more conversation with her when I see her than probably the doctor,
He was good at talking to me more than just only talking to my mum.
We didn't feel rushed in any way at all. She really explained quite clearly every single kind of procedure that she was carrying out. She made him giggle and laugh, and he did actually enjoy the experience. This is twice that we've seen the same nurse, so I think that continuity of care is really, really important.
You need to be on the Learning Disability Register to get a health check. The register is the name for a special list that the doctor holds. It says who has a learning disability, so they know someone might need extra help. People with learning disabilities who are 14 or older can have an annual health check.
How did you find out about annual health checks?
In my son's case, I'm really grateful that a text message was sent out.
So my mom will send me a WhatsApp message to remind me when my appointment is.
It was a conversation I was having with one of the doctors about something else, and they mentioned that he's due for his annual health check, and that's how it progressed from that. There was no invitation as such.
Did you get a pre-questionnaire before the annual health check? In some areas, people receive a pre-health check questionnaire, which can support them to prepare for the annual health check.
No, I've never had one of those. I think that would help massively because then I'll be prepared.
What could be better about annual health checks?
You know what I think would make a difference is if there was a nurse, like if they were in the community.
Do easy read, post it out on time, then message the carers. Then I'm not leaving out those who are in supported accommodation because it's very important. Their family need to know.
I just want Harry to have equitable access to healthcare, and also making people understand a little bit about how to actually get onto the learning disability register, because I think that's a real issue at the moment.
It's always important when you're booking the appointment just to make sure that you have enough adequate time. And what we used to do was we used to write things down in case when we get to the GPs you forget things.
Because they talk really fast and I'm there thinking my brain can't process that. Can you just slow it down please, you know?
They need to listen. The only person that knows they're having these problems is you.
Why is an annual health check important?
It gives us an opportunity to speak with the GP, gives us an opportunity to have a conversation with the GP around any other health issues.
We've had a good experience. We've got a really nice lady that makes us really comfortable. There's nothing to be nervous about. It's a conversation that we're having, and I would encourage everybody to have it done.
Sometimes I might have put a little bit of weight on and telling me that I need to eat more fruit and vegetable and drink more water.
It's like an X-ray. When you X-ray your body, a full body X-ray will show you what needs to be improved.
What happened after your annual health check? Did you get an action plan?
She weighed him, did his BMI, pointed out that it was slightly high and that we need to reduce it. And that was kind of the end of the conversation. So I did have to prompt and kind of say, do we need a health plan? Do we need to have some kind of action we can put in place to support him?
There was no action plan, or maybe the nurse wrote it down for himself, I don't know, for the record purpose, but we were not told anything.
Has the annual health check made a difference?
When we phoned up before to get new hearing aids, they couldn't find me. So when I went for the annual checkup, it was a good thing because they did notice that.
They came back instantly and saying my iron levels are low. So they rang at 4 a.m. on Saturday morning last week, Saturday. So I had to go for a blood transfusion. Yeah, it can get to the point where it's really low, where I can pass out, but none of that happened. And I had to stay in hospital overnight just so they could observe me.
The blood pressure is too high. Can't do it myself. I'm doing the measurements myself on the machine now. I wrote them down and I'm going to take it all back up to them. Been doing loads of walking within reason, and I'm working. Which there's loads of movement when I'm working because I do like move furniture around.
How can we encourage more Black, Asian and minoritised ethnic people to attend annual health checks?
I think they need to reach out more. I think that's where race and equality comes in, to be quite honest.
We need to work with local community organisations, local groups, local religious organisations, also perhaps having an information day perhaps at the GP.
The GP surgeries can do a little bit more to support their local communities, just have a wider understanding of what the demographic is.
Please go and get checked out. Because you know what your problems are.
We would like to thank Lewisham Speaking Up, Greenwood Centre, Changing Our Lives, Grace Air, and all the people that took part in filming and our co-production sessions.
Aisha,
Naseem,
Saeed,
Balwalt,
Lee,
Mary,
Nicholas,
Ramandeep,
Christina,
Jill,
Umesh,
G-Day,
Tosif.
and Kizzy.
For more information, visit raceequalityfoundation.org.uk and learningdisabilityengland.org.uk.